What's up, Raider Nation? We are here with our next category. It is motorcycles. Whether it is a sport bike, a cruiser, dirt bike, ATV, whatever it may be, one of the biggest things to understand is this is probably somebody's baby. They've owned it for a lot of years. They've always wanted one. They saved up for it. So you have to be very, very cautious about what you say whenever you're around it. You don't want to pick it apart if it does have some damage. You just want to do your rating and kind of move on. If you see some damage, take pictures of it. Don't have to make a big deal of it. Just move on. So we'll get started. I downloaded the app, logged in. I hit on my way. I've accepted the job already. On my way, I am now going to hit that I have arrived. It is now let the buyer know with a push notification that I'm here, and he should have something in the next couple minutes. So the very first thing that pops up is to start on the left side of the bike. So if you're facing forward, left side, left frame, left side. So this bike's a little bit bigger, has a lot more stuff on it, so it's gonna be a little harder to get to the frame. We're just gonna do some quick inspection of the frame. A lot of times you can see it from the front, but this one's a little tough to hit to the frame. Looks great. This bike is almost brand new. It's a 2017 Harley. Really, really good shape. So it's gonna be a pretty easy one. We're gonna give the frame an 8. So then the next thing is the tank on the left side. So we're still on this left side. We're looking over the tank, brush it a little bit. There appears to be 0 damage on this side. If I can get down, I can look underneath. There's a little bit of dirt, not very much. Maybe one little scratch or rock chip. So I'll shoot a picture. I'll give it a 6, call it a rock chip. It's probably an easier way to do that, but that's what I got. Put a little note in, small chip, move on. Engine left side. So this engine is completely chrome. Looks really awesome. Probably just take a picture over here on this side of it. I don't see any damage. On a better day, I'd probably get underneath, look underneath of it, see as much as I can. The next thing, we'll get to the front wheel left side, so that's this side. Looking at the wheel, looking for any scrapes, scuffs. Look at the brakes, calipers. Everything looks good. Again, this one's going to be super easy. We'll give that an 8. Front fender. This thing is perfect, except right here on the very front. There's a little scuff. So we're going to give that a 6. We're going to hit the photo. We're going to use the ruler, and we're going to write a note and just say it's a small scuff. And we're going to hit next. Fender's done. It's really easy on this one. This bike is almost perfect. So we go same thing, forks. That's the next item. Look the forks over. We'll start to run through this a little bit quicker. You guys will get the idea, but again, it's really easy on this bike. We would take our time and do a lot more thorough look on these, but just for the sake of time. Front wheel right side, same thing as the other side. You're looking for any curbs, any damage, anything around here. This thing's in great shape. Tire depth's a good thing. You can use your ruler. It's got centimeters on one side, has inches on the other. You can use it this way. You can use it this way. You can use the old-fashioned way where they use a penny. You can use the tire depth gauge, but we want to give an idea of what the tire depth is on these. So you can do the same, use a picture, take a photo, come back here to the right rear wheel. You got the bag to take a look at, the exhaust to take a look at. Again, we're not going to be able to put everything in this list, so we really need you guys to help us out with a lot of documentation and pictures. This thing has a ton of add-ons. You need to make sure that all of these open. I'd probably open and close them, or I'd have the seller do it so you don't do any damage to it. Maybe videotape it. So when we get back to the rear fender, again, it's a little dirty, but this thing is in fantastic shape. There's no chips, nothing on the leading edge. You're gonna look at the bags, look at the exhaust tips, look the whole thing over. Even if there's no damage, it doesn't hurt to take a picture. The more pictures you take, the better. We're gonna say that in every video. Documentation is key. The buyers are gonna wanna see so many pictures that they're tired of looking at them, and that's gonna make you a better raider. So we'll look at the seats, make sure there's no tears. The leather looks perfect. It looks probably like it's been conditioned. Looks like it's in great shape. Anybody be happy to have this bike. So the next thing, now we move to the yes or no questions. Does the engine run? So I'd ask the seller, hop on it, let's start it, let me hear it. I hit yes or no. If it fires up, if it lags a little bit whenever you start, if everything seems like it's running good. This one happens to have a radio, so great. So we turn the radio on. It's got navigation. We'd want to make sure that that works. horns, blinkers, a lot of that stuff we might be able to do in the walk around video that we're going to talk about in a little bit. One of the next steps, does the headlights work? There's a high beam and a low beam. For motorcycles, it's a safety item, so you have to make sure that they work. Another video we did before with boats, we're going to show you again on the walk around video. The best thing and the most, I don't even know what you call it. The best advice I can give you, go slow. The videos are a minute in length. It'll time out whenever they're done, and then you can start another video. So don't be afraid to just pick up where the video left off. Just start your video, move very slowly around the bike, get in any corners you can. You want to show everything that you can show about the bike. It's going to help the seller sell the bike. It's going to help the buyer want to buy the bike because of all the features. Here's one right here that might have gotten away from us. It's got headset hookups. So that's a great feature for a bike, especially a cruising bike like this. Again, this is an easy bike. We figure this should probably take 30 to 45 minutes to do a good walk around on a motorcycle. If you have any questions about it, feel free. If there's anything we can improve on these videos or anything we can add to the list, please send us an email. It's a beautiful day out. I think somebody should take this thing out for a cruise. So thanks for listening in. Later, Raider.